done this week to prepare for the grand final?
It's been a pretty normal week, except we added an extra training session on Wednesday night for just rehab and recovery. Tuesday night was pretty light, bit of rolling with the rollers on Wednesday night to get a bit of soreness out of the boys. Tonight will be a pretty full-on training session.
All right, how will your team handle the pressure of a grand final?
Both teams have got to handle the pressure of the GF. It's a pretty exciting game, and what's put it that extra level of pressure on is a local derby. You don't get many of those, especially in country towns anymore, because there's a lot of big towns that don't have two competitive teams in any sport. So, you know, Orange is pretty lucky to have a local derby grand final on their doorstep, and you know, it's going to be a massive crowd. I think there's pressure on both teams.
Both teams will claim to be the underdogs. Why is your team the underdog?
Last to get to the grand final, so it's pretty simple. Emus in the major semi won the major semis. You know, we had to come through the hard ways. You know, underdog, favourite, doesn't matter. It all goes out the window on Saturday when you run on. Whoever plays the better football, you know, finals football, especially grand final football, totally different kettle of football. You can play all season and be the best, but get to the semis and drop off a bit. I'm hoping that, you know, it's a good game, and I hope we come out on top.
Both teams have enjoyed their derby wins at home this season, so how does playing at Endeavour Oval impact the grand final?
I'm just glad it's in Orange. I'm glad we're not going to Dubbo. I'm glad we're not going to Bathurst. You know, we're not talking that the grounds are an hour and a half apart from each other in the same town. So the preparation for us is going to be, you know, pretty simple. We're going to turn up in our hometown playing a game of football. So I think the home ground can be a factor, but if we're both in Orange, it doesn't matter, I don't think.
So who in your team has impressed you this season and why?
The whole team's impressed me. Halfway through the year, we weren't talked about as being semi-final contenders or grand final contenders, but the team has got belief, they've knuckled down, they've trained hard, and so I can't pick out anyone in particular. I think our whole team's gelled at the right time of the year, and we're just ready and raring to go.
Who or what are you wary of from the opposition?
I think their forward pack, and obviously Mitchell Evers at number 10. He's got a great kicking game on him. You know, I think we're going to have to be wary of the whole 15. It can be anyone. You know, they're first-grade footballers. You don't play first-grade football unless you've got a bit of talent and skill. Any one of them around that paddock, it doesn't mean they're on the wing or wherever they are, they can make a break and be able to score a try individually. So there's a couple of players there that we're a bit wary of, but the whole 15, mate, they're going to be just as pumped up as what we are, and they can score a try from anywhere on the paddock, the same as we can.
Aside from the obvious, who or what will win you the grand final?
Defence wins grand finals, because if you can, you know, obviously defend your line from getting crossed, you keep them to 0. So, and if you can score more tries than them, it's obviously the bonus. I can't pick out. I picked out defence, but it's a simple game, rugby union. If you keep the ball from the other side, you win the game. I just can't wait till Saturday. It's a big buzz around the town, around the club. We just can't wait till Saturday to get over there and play a bit of rugby.